Hello and proclamation, welcome to my channel. In this video, we're going to go over the ORCHESTOOLs, they're romplers, and this might not work out, just to let you know. I think I got to put that on yet. I tried this on Windows 7, and it was majority a disaster. Some rompers made. You have your romper VSTs, and then you have your libraries. Ask for the library, you point it to the library, and then it'll decompress the library, and you determine where you want the decompress library files to be. And right after you do that, it'll tell you to, close off the VST and start it back up again. And when you do, it crashes Reaper and just will not work from then. And that's been my experience with this stuff on Windows 7. I've had this bookmarked for a while, so I might have tried it in the past and got frustrated with it. Okay, I have a template set for it already, but I shouldn't have any VST yet. Gensynth 2. And for a lot of these VSTs, you can see that it's a VST 3. A lot of these VSTs are like VST3s. I'm just going to put them in the common files VST3 folder. Some of them will have a VST2. For me, just to make it easy, I'll just throw it in the VST3s. A lot of these are you just drop them in. You just see here, you just drop that folder in. Now, let's go and see about, there should be some presets here though. Oh, here it is down here. Here's the factory. If you go down, press down below. Factory, here's ARP. Uh-oh. We had a crash. That's because I double-clicked on the library, and that's the whole thing, is not only do I want to show VSTs that you use for free, you don't have to worry about iLock or managers. Different software companies now have their own manager instead of using iLock, which is fine. Okay, we're going to try this again. Now I'm just going to click that once. So don't double click here on the library, just click once. Now it has some nice sounds. Let me do something else here. Ooh, that's not bad though. Now these are ARPs and stuff, so. See, in Windows 7, it at least pops up a window. You crash. With Windows 11, it shuts down. Okay, so that's a no-go. Okay, I'm going to do this one here. Now, when you bring this up, it'll have this audio resource DAT it's looking for. I don't know where it's at. And I'm trying to, okay, I had to double click here on the FX box here to get the front going. I'm going to try that again because I want to make sure that you guys don't have any problems. So on this side, on the FS Track Doctor, double click it and it brings up the front. That basically pops it up as a floating FX window. If you're on FL Studio or Ableton Live, you'll have to find out how to do that. But there is no DAT. You just download the VST and install it. Yeah, here it is on the desktop. That's where I've had the VST and the libraries on, and that's all you have. And just to show you, that's all the VSTs, and then there's the libraries up on the desktop, so I can just find things real simple. And then I put all the libraries on the D drive, and I made a folder beforehand, which would be a smart thing to do. It's a little bit time consuming, I grant it. The library's here, and so I got the 306, the brass, the keys, the part, percussion, wind, play. The strings I did earlier and I didn't realize it, so that's why the strings are here. So I put in this file here. Let's take that effect off. It's an LFO tool. Now, if we go to this, you're not going to get anything because you got to go down here to where it says library, factory library, and you got to pick one of these. Then you can go back to the front of it, and this one here is filter mate. And of course you can play around like that with it. And you got smooth here in the volume mate. You got filter here, different filters, whatever you want. Here's a gain. Go back to the library, see what else we got. Here's cut through 1, cut through 2. If I just EQ out the low end. Yeah, it's FUNimator. It's an LFO tool that you can play with, experiment with. Now, when it comes to these VSTs, some of it's going to be rather brisk and just showing you it works. You have to try it out for yourself. It doesn't do you any good watching a movie on VSTs and how they work and stuff, and you don't touch it. Hands-on experience is what you need. I'm just giving you inkling of what this stuff is all about, some of the sounds you can find, but you got to get your hands dirty. Start messing with things, start creating things. This is keys. You're going to do ignore. You're going to go looking for settings. And then it shows there for the sample locations. That's not true. You're going to change it because you haven't installed the samples. We'll go to desktop, go down to these libraries, and this is keys. So you click on that, hit OK. And then it's going to, the sample library cannot be located. You click that again. And if you come on down, it's got that same folder highlighted. So you just hit OK again. And then when it comes for install samples, it's going to want you to find the OT keys. Now it's going to bring up the sample that you used before. This one was the play one. And this is going to be keys. And open. And then it wants the location. And so wherever you want to locate it at, it has its own default. If you want to go with the default program file, 3V Studios. I like to keep libraries separate. And so I'm going to go in my libraries and go down to OT. And then I'm going to go down to keys, highlight that, click OK. It'll bring this up. And when you reach this, you know that you're doing good. Leave all the settings there and hit OK. And then you're going to remove and you're going to put it back on. And you got keys. So that's not so bad there. There's upright. And you have all these different settings here. I'm not quite hearing. Okay, that's empty. Okay, I am hearing some difference now. That could drive people nuts, I think. There's Rhodes. And you got like nice little, I know, emanation GUI. Here's EQ and FX. I'm just playing around. Okay, there's strings, there's brass. We could try brass and wind. They were built from VSCO2CE and VSCL libraries by the Vasilian Studio. I've heard of them. I'm looking for 306 because I don't know what 306 is. Piano S. The SA wouldn't work for me. Here's part. Here's keys. Oh, 306. 2-layer romp. Okay, we got to check out 306 then. And this is what we have. Ooh. I'm a sucker for orchestra sounds. I don't know why. Let's see what we got. We got Factory A102. We got drums. This has good sounds in it. Ooh. See, that's an orchestra type. Well, I call it orchestra bass because it's suspense. That's it, suspense. Ooh, a soggy bass. Huh, simple compress. This stuff actually has a lot more on it than what I expected. Pianos come up a little bright, but the brass section. Piano menu. Now, I'm not looking at the interface. I'm just going through the preset because that's what I look for. I want a preset that inspires me. That's all I care. And then I start playing. You can go through and play with all this different stuff. And there is a lot of stuff here, but it's too much for me. It's too overwhelming. And I think I would get frustrated if I have to do too much to the sound. I'd rather just get a preset that inspires me and then go with it. Solo track violins. Viola and cello. Now I like that because I can hear the left hand and the right hand together, where with the dynamic, or was it Spring Performance? Yeah, Spring Performance. You couldn't hear them together. We have to quit playing with the left hand and with the right hand, bring in the other one. like that. So there's a lot here to play with. I like stuff like that. Don't ask me why. It's just me. Auto brask? Oh, rhythmic. Basically, that's harp. Not bad at all. To be honest, I'm very pleased how that turned out. Here's strings. Here's different settings you have here. That doesn't really do anything, does it? And you can go different violins. So you can intermix them. Like, so you got one there. You can come, oh, I don't need that there, but you can come here and choose something else. I mean, so this is cool. So now we're going to try some other stuff. Piano S. We could try, the SA didn't work, so we can try the S piano. So far, no crash. So that one worked. What plugin is OT part? So let's go do OT part. You have different things here. Here's the factory. I'm glad that it works, because I could have a lot of fun with this stuff, and you can too. Some of it's a little low. Some of it gets louder as you hold down the keyboard. And you put stars by things. I like that. SFX environment. Here's instruments. That's your piano. Okay, the downloads come from mediafire for the most part, and mediafire will only give you a certain amount to download, and then it'll say, you're past your limit. And I think it was like 48 minutes. I just said, well, I'll finish it the next day. Not bad. You have EQ. Oh, you have 4 slots. Some of these have 4 slots so that you can mix things. So you can see like there's 4 there, and you can EQ each one. That's not too bad. FX and LFO. I'm not going to mess with too much or I'll screw the whole thing up. Here's the library. Instruments. Here's soft. There can be a little delay switching presets. Performance. Grand brass. Some of these I did double click and there's no crashes. Octave doubles. Planets. And FX is horoplanes. It's like a plane flying right above you. Warzone. Okay, big ship. So that's brass. I keep forgetting about the zoom, so I do apologize about that. Like a lot of them, see, you got different ones. It seems like there's 4 slots, so you can intermix things. So let's find library, presets, instruments, flute. Here's sections. Performances. Calm detention. Oh, sensitive wind ensemble. Doesn't sound sensitive to me. I kind of like that. Pads and textures. This is all the strange stuff. Soft repeaters. Not bad. Now I'm going to go in settings again. Here, combination. Here's bass and snare. So basic, it's just if you want to build your own drum set. Short drum kit. So that's my video on ORCHESTOOLS. Majority of them works. And then they do have their own upgrades. Like this is the new Piano XS. It does look rather cool. 80 factory presets and a new user interface design. Here's keys. So they must have redone the keys. A free and open source. Here's download, plugin, and standalone. I'm 18 and plus I want to continue. No, that doesn't help. There's an arrow here. What's the arrow for? You can down the new one. You just hit this button there. It's this, and this is the new keys. Oh, wow. I wonder if you can download this one too. I don't think so. Click link below. If you go in Gumroad, it wants $10. 10. You put 10. 11:36. I just don't have the money right now. I gotta work on my car. I replaced a part in a year and a half now. It's acted up again, and I don't know why. Oh, we gotta give it a try. Okay, here's new. Here's creatools keys, musictop instruments. And then I'm going to see about settings. 200 looks good. And go back to the main. See what kind of sounds we get. You got all sorts of things here. Here's your different passes and stuff. Guy did a good job on this. Compression is active. Intensity. Sounds like saturation. Oh, there's saturation. Oh, it is. Never mind. I wasn't paying attention. That's a filter. Reverb. You got tremolo here. Phaser. Got quite a bit here. Resonance. You got transpose. So that's my video on these VSTs. I think they're worth it. I didn't at first because Crash in Windows 7, and then the first one I tried, Gensynth 2, crash. But the rest of them seemingly working, no crashes, no problems. And then you got this new keys that you can download and try out as well. This is good for your arsenal. Good to play with. You'll have a lot of things to do. If you're into sound design, here's some sound design things that you can play with. You could probably come up with some pretty killer sounds and stuff. So I hope you have a great day and a great night, and I'll see you in the next video.